And of course, in a continuation of its constitutional duty, thus, a Nigerian Senate has resumed the screening process for President Bola Tinubu's 48 ministerial nominees. As of today, this marks the 7th day of the Red Chamber's deliberations on the candidates put forth by the President for ministerial positions. The screening process commenced with the first list of 28 nominees, and subsequently the Senate moved on to consider the second batch of 19 nominees. Today's focus, of course, will be on the Senate's move and decision to suspend Festus Keyamo's ministerial nomination, and also the Senate halting the screening of 3 nominees over alleged forgery, age falsification, among other, things that they did mention. And of course, to further this conversation with us this morning is Mr. Matthew Oluku, who's joining us over the phone. Good morning, Mr. Matthew. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. I want to get your reaction to the halting of these 3 nominees, and of course the Festus Keyamo situation. What is your reaction?
First of all, let me say that the Festus Keyamo situation, I think it has been resolved. I want to apologize. But I think, contrary to insinuation and perception out there that the 10th Senate was going to be a Yoruba staff, I think it's becoming clear that they will not entirely be a Yoruba staff. Because we understand that the ministerial nominees are people who came from the executive arm of the government. And if we are seeing some level of there is some level of credibility on the part of the Senate, I think it's good we comment on it. Because one was expecting that it doesn't matter any allegation against any of the nominees, that help is coming from the executive, that anything goes. But contrary to the estimation and projection of the body, I think it's becoming clearer that the Senate will have some level of credibility.
You know why Mr. Matthew, you know why I wanted you to talk about the Festus Keyamo situation. Yes, of course, he did apologize, but if you look at the matter for which his nomination was going to be suspended, it is because he refused to obey the summons. He was summoned by the hallowed chambers to come and answer some questions. So is it now a situation of, if I apologize, I'm talking about, say, a situation like that comes up in the future for a different individual, an apology, is it enough to answer for such an action?
To be quite honest with you, for me, apology is not enough. It's good that they accepted the apology, but it should have come with some level of punitive action. The reason is not far-fetched, because they have a way of sending a signal to the existing ministers that next time, in the course of National Assembly carrying out their oversight function, if I'm invited to give communication on an issue that borders on budgetary allocation or spending, and they flout it. After all, if I have cause to attend before the Senate in another round of screening, I'll just send the apology and it ends there. So I'm worried that the apology is good accepted it. I'm worried that it should have come with some level of punitive action to act as deterrent to other ministers or other public office holders who treat the hallowed chamber with disrespect.
All right, now the legislative arm is supposed to be an independent body from the executive, and see the fact that Senator Akpabio moved quickly to meet with the president as at yesterday. People have the opinion that we're about to see a rubber stamp, Senate, especially with regards to the fact that he had to go see the president either to get his consent or approval on the matter. What's your view on that?
No, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I don't think that is the issue. It's not out of place for the leadership of National Assembly to have interface with the executive. What matters is the Senate president is not, it doesn't impose his opinion on the House, on the Senate. trying to make is he's elected as the Senate president, he's equally a senator. And his opinion does not override the interest of the majority of the House if they have want to go in a particular trajectory. Going to have interface with the president is not tantamount to the House, the Senate, in the rubber stamp. So what will make people see them as the rubber stamp is the decision that comes out of it. After all, if the need arise for the executive arm of government to meet with the legislative arm for the good governance of the country, it's not out of place. So that is not in any way suggesting that they are a rubber stamp. But the point that I was trying to make the other time regarding the 3 other nominees that were suspended, though there are some unconfirmed reports, speculation in the media space, suggesting that they need to submit them to further security check. But when the spokesman of the House, I mean the Senate, will address the public, I think whether maybe they try to use diplomacy, trying to say that they need to carry out more legislative action on those 3. So I think one thing is clear. In almost the 3 persons that have their nominations suspended, it appears as if there is petition hanging on their neck. One of them has the issue of petition that has to do with security, unity of the country, and national cohesion. I think that is a big allegation. So it's subject to investigation, and perhaps after the investigation, whether the allegation is right or wrong. Then the other one has to do with the issue that borders on after declaration with the code of conduct rule. I think the third one has to do with the issue that borders on Supreme Court barring him for holding public office for 10 years. So in all of this, it points to one thing, like I said earlier on, that contrary to insinuation and perception from the public, that the Senate may have some level of credibility. Because what would have, if the Senate had gone ahead to confirm all of them, Nigeria can only shout, but having set down the nomination, the confirmation of those 3, on the basis of these allegations and petitions, it goes to show that they have some level of credibility. So we still want to watch and see what they do going forward. But as an individual, I can tell you that I am happy with the level of development that, at least for the first time, we are seeing the Senate taking action with respect to interest or rather petition for the public.
All right. I know that on this platform some time ago you did mention that the president reserves the right to the people he nominates for as ministers in his cabinet. But, you know, bearing that in mind and looking at some of the allegations that you've just mentioned leveled on these 3 nominees, and of course their cadre in the society, do you not think that speaks of, you know, how laid back, or maybe not laid back, but how not carefully chosen, you know, these nominees are? Because if we have somebody who is going to be taking up such serious positions, having such allegations bordering on security and asset declaration, these are serious allegations. Should they even be a part of that list in the first place?
The truth is, like I said the unconfirmed report about what's the reason behind